Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different location, obviously. It looks like a 12-year-old's bedroom. That's because I'm at my parents' house. So today I figured we're gonna do something really original. My unpopular opinions. I know, right? I'm so original, I love it. I honestly am doing it because I realized that a lot of my opinions are unpopular. As a disclaimer, let me just say, having an unpopular opinion is not a fucking personality trait. You're not weird and quirky because you don't like freaking Starbucks or something. And then whenever they brag about something that they hate, it's something that's honestly pretty popular.
Call me quirky and weird, the unpopular opinion, but Hitler low-key sucks.
Bitch, let's just get on into the video. My first unpopular opinions I'm gonna jump into are food. Number one, and this one's this is there's a two sides, so I don't really know if it's unpopular because it's kind of like a 50-50, but pineapple on pizza is good. If you don't like it, that's fine, but let me just say pineapple on pizza is bomb, okay? The sweet and the saltiness and the juiciness, I love it. So yeah, oatmeal raisin cookies are bomb. I always see people complaining oh my gosh, when you want chocolate chip but you bump it into and it's oatmeal raisin, and you know what? They're honestly not that bad. They're honestly good. So just leave them alone, okay? And that being said, raisins really aren't that bad. Don't get me wrong, I honestly don't like raisins by themselves, but raisins in things, I feel like it gets too much hate. It's really not that bad. Raisins aren't that bad. This one I might get murdered for, but Chick-fil-A is overrated. Hold up. I love I don't eat meat anymore, but when I ate meat, I probably would say Chick-fil-A was my favorite out of all the fast food places. But y'all act like you're eating frickin' $900 steaks while you eat this It's still poor quality food. It's the best out of all the fast foods, but you guys hold it a little bit too high up. I don't know why this was under my food category, but it's still basically everybody's always hyping up green eyes and oh my gosh, boys with blue eyes, oh my gosh. I like all eyes, don't get me wrong, but I honestly have a weakness for guys with brown eyes. If you have brown eyes, that's hot for me more than blue eyes. I don't know, I find that super attractive, and I feel brown eyes are really underrated. Your girl's vegetarian, so this is probably why, but I think meat is disgusting. I became vegetarian halfway because I love animals, but I'm also absolutely disgusted by meat. The thought of picking meat off of a bone terrifies me. The thought of flesh, it gives me the chills. Meat is gross. There is meat that I miss. I definitely do miss some good, while we're on it, Chick-fil-A, but meat kind of disgusts me. Tofu is good. You just haven't had it cooked right. So everybody's always oh my gosh, you tofu eating bitches. Guys, if you've had tofu really isn't that bad. It's just that it's supposed to be seasoned and cooked and texturized. It's not supposed to just be some bland ass shit, and if you're eating it, then the person that you're eating it with doesn't know how to cook. Fry that, saute that tofu, put cornstarch on it, some crispiness, put some hoisin sauce. It's good. You just have to know how to cook it. Moving on from food, we're gonna go to my unpopular music opinions. I like all types of music, honestly. I think all music's good because all music's art, and art's cool. So anyways, my first unpopular opinion, which I don't really know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel it is to the people I know. And any type of Latin music, I think is the best party music. Over trap or EDM. I feel when I'm at a party and there's some good Latin music on, that's when I want to freaking get down. I'm so sorry, I don't know what that was, but yeah. Justin Bieber's best album was Believe. I feel this is an unpopular opinion because everybody's always hyping up Purpose and his newer ones, you know? I like those too, but Believe was hands down the best album. There was so many bops in that. You got Boyfriend. Remember when he dropped that and all of us were oh my gosh, Justin Bieber's voice changed. Be Alright. My Heart, Die in Your Arms, boy, sing that to me. And As Long As You Love Me, I will never get tired of that. This part, then it goes. A bop! My next unpopular opinion is, but One Direction just really wasn't the same after Zayn left. And I feel like people might actually kind of agree, but like some people are like, oh my god, they're thriving without Zayn. I'm sorry, but like after Zayn left, their album just wasn't as much for me. Like no tea, no shade, just facts. And the second thing, Cardi B's music, I don't really like it. She's talented and like she's pretty and everything, but like, her music for me doesn't cut it. Next, we're gonna be going into half the iconic vines are not that funny. Or at least they're not funny anymore. They're overplayed. Like, people do those, like, they drop those little, like, best Vine threads, and it's the same frickin' Vines over and over again. I'm tired of seeing them. Some of them are funny, don't get me wrong. Like, those were iconic, I guess, at some point, but they got overplayed. And now they're not iconic, they're just annoying. My next one, these are kind of like pop culture things, but this is, like, this one's gonna get me maybe sued, maybe hate, but I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Now, watch, let me just explain. First of all, I think all three of them are good, and I think that you give Andrew Garfield way too much hate. But let me just explain, okay? Tobey Maguire, yeah, I get it. He's a Spider-Man that we grew up with. He's the original. The reason why I don't think he's the best Spider-Man is because he's literally like 90 years old, and Peter Parker's supposed to be a teenager, and I feel like Tobey Maguire looked way too old. I just kind of like didn't get the Peter Parker vibes. Like, he was great, don't get me wrong, like nostalgia, like yeah, that's why I don't think he's the best. Andrew Garfield I don't think was the best, but he's not that bad. Guys, you give him way too much hate, come on. The reason I don't think Andrew Garfield was the best, it was because like I feel like he's too hot to play Peter Parker, because like Peter's supposed to be like this awkward, quirky, like, you know, high school teenager, and then they just stuck like big glasses on Andrew Garfield and they're like, oh my god, like he's an unpopular nerd. Yeah, right? Andrew Garfield is like the most gorgeous person in the... Anyways, Tom Holland's the best Spider-Man because he's young. He looks like a teenager. He has like, he's attractive, but he's not like drop dead like Andrew Garfield. Like, he just looks like a normal teenage guy. He just fits it. I don't know. I honestly think that he's the best Spider-Man yet. James Charles is actually talented. People are kind of like starting to get less hate on him, but like I feel like there's still hate, and honestly, like, I know he's had some scandals, but he's apologized for them, and he's like acknowledged his mistakes. Guys, people change. If somebody can like hold themselves accountable for their mistakes and like grow from them, then why are we still hating on them? I like James Charles, and that's the tea, sis.
Love that for me. Sister, fresh, fun,
fierce sisters. I'm sorry. And then finally, this is like where I go off. So first of all, like younger YouTubers like Jojo Siwa and like Jacob Sartorius, they get way too much hate. Like, I don't know, I always just see these videos of like people hating on like these younger YouTube kids. And it's kind of weird, like 21-year-olds sitting there hating on 15-year-olds. Like, why are we hating on children? Like, their videos aren't made for our demographic. Like, they're made for kids. So of course, if you're 21 and you're watching Jojo Siwa, you're not going to enjoy her videos, but her videos aren't supposed to be for you. They're for children. So like, to hate on kids and like get mad that you're not entertained by it, sue me. Because this is the next unpopular opinion, is that the new Disney Channel and like the new Nickelodeon, all of that, really isn't that bad. We just grew up. And I know you're like, well, no, because I still enjoy watching the older shows. Yeah, because like I can watch Hannah Montana and still enjoy it because it's like, it's nostalgic. It's what I grew up with. The new Disney shows aren't that bad. It's just we're not 9 years old anymore. So like, it's not gonna be for us. It's not bad, it's just that we grew up. Like, I just think it's weird that like grown-ass adults sit there watching things that are for 12-year-olds and they're like, dude, like, I'm not entertained at all. Like, of course you're not a child. I get worked up about this, but like, I just feel like half the things get hate from like weird-ass people just sitting on the thing hating on things that are for kids. So anyways, that kind of wraps up my unpopular opinions. Like I said, I don't think that I'm like weird or quirky or really different, and I know some of my unpopular opinions are actually kind of becoming more popular. It's also more just like me talking about like my opinion on like the two-sided topics, I guess, you know. If you enjoyed this rant video, thanks for watching. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe, it helps. I love you guys, thanks for watching. I love you, bye!